Good morning, USA. I got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day. Sun in the sky has a smile on its face, and shining a salute to the American race. Oh boy, it's well to say, good morning, USA. Good morning, USA. What's the haps, my radios? Welcome to episode 2 of Hot Garbage. In this episode, we'll be talking about this guy. The soldier has a lot of weapons, we'll be honest. But that doesn't matter, as we'll only focus on the overpowered and underpowered weapons in this series. I'll also propose some of my own new weapon ideas at the end, so stay tuned. Here we go. Also, as a bit of a disclaimer, this video was made before the Pyro update was released. So if it turns out that the Pyro update is released after I upload this particular video, then screw my life, because that's a bunch of work wasted, but whatever, doesn't matter. Alright, so let's start off with the original. The thing about this weapon is not really about the stats, but it's mostly about the design. People always joke about how it's penis shaped, and this is clearly a game for children, so we can't have those kinds of jokes. Anyway, I think to fix this problem, just take the design and paint it black. I'll fix your problem right up. People seem to not like the fact that the direct hit rewards players for skill and extra damage, so let's just remove the damage penalty. Don't need it. This will make the direct hit encourage more precise aim without enraging players. Problem solved. Remember that one Muselk video from like 2 years ago? Yeah, that's why it's in this section. All you gotta do is have the airstrike completely disable soldiers' other weapon slots. That way they won't be able to use the base jumper in unison with them. People seem to really hate Trollgers, so just make it a reskin of the stock shovel. Like seriously, no one uses the shovel. It's kind of sad actually. This song doesn't even have anything to do with this. Alright, I know this is a joke weapon, but there's just one thing that's really bothered me. Why is there a toilet plunger on the end? Liberty Launcher's okay, at least from what I think, but not as good as some of the other options. So to attract more people to this weapon, get that damage penalty out of my house, and increase the clip size to accommodate for 50 rockets instead of 5, and leave the other stats of the weapon the same. This will back up one of the main ideas of Soldier, which is all-out war with millions of explosions and rockets on the battlefield all at once. Because you have 50 rockets in a clip, and you know, you can completely litter the battlefield with just particle effects. Probably crash some people's game. Now I know that the man-treads are getting a very likely buff in the next Pyro update, which is cool. But as of now, they're only used for market gardening, let's be honest here. So make the man-treads useful for not only market gardening, but just for survival in general. That's what you gotta do. You know Chell's boots from Portal? Just turn the man-treads into those. Make the soldier negate all fall damage, and give him the ability to survive all environmental hazards. If you say fall off the cliff on upward, then with these boots on, you'll bounce back up out of the cliff side. That doesn't make sense. You'll bounce back up onto the ledge that you fell off, and in order to accommodate for your inconvenience of falling off the cliff, you'll bounce back up with full crits for the rest of the round. Doesn't matter if you die, you'll still have the crits for the whole round. This will encourage players to change their loadout more based on the maps that they play on. For instance, there aren't that many environmental hazards on 2 Fort, unless you drown. But on a map like, as previously mentioned, Upward, these would be really good weapons to use. So it encourages players to change up their loadouts and have a little more variety in the game. Alright, this is what you've all been waiting for, huh? Bison is mostly still used by players who still remember that one Muselk video from when he made that commercial for the Bison. So what you do is you turn the Bison into... I got nothing. This weapon sucks. This thing is literally a plank of wood with a nail in it. What does this have to do with capture time? Well, regardless, I think that we should just get rid of the damage vulnerability and make the capture time +3 instead of +2. This will make the soldier good at capturing objectives at literally no downside, which is what we all need from the soldier. Straight upgrade. Alright, new weapons, let's go. Basically, we come up with one weapon for each slot, yada yada yada, let's go. So for a primary weapon, let's just ditch the whole rocket launcher concept for the soldier and give him something much different. What I propose is a weapon that I call the walkie-tankie. This weapon's model would be similar to that of a regular walkie-talkie that you'd find in real life, but when using the primary fire, it spawns an MVM tank on the map. This tank would be different than that one, however, as the tank would have the ability to instantly ban anyone who touches a tank from the server. Now, this might seem a little overpowered from the other end of the weapon, so to balance it out, make sure that the weapon has no random crits, because that bounces everything apparently. The weapon also has infinite ammo and is rapidly spammable. This will give a good tactical advantage to the soldier if used correctly, and if he does indeed use it correctly, he could easily ban everyone from the server on the enemy team, effectively winning his team the game. For secondary, I propose a new shotgun for the soldier called the 76 Ultimate. This would essentially give the soldier a stock shotgun, however with a few twists. Firstly, the weapon will have a damage meter that charges the more damage the user does. When said meter is full, the user can alt-fire to make the enemy team's computers alt-tab out of Team Fortress 2 and play the trailer for Overwatch's Soldier 76, force them to watch the whole thing before they can go back into Team Fortress 2. This would make the soldier pretty effective, as this is a pretty strong strategy, and it would encourage players to use their shotgun more, because people really like musical instruments for some reason. It would also be great marketing and promotion of Overwatch, and would be good for both companies just from a marketing and economical standpoint. The soldier seems to have a special spot for pickaxes, so let's give him another one. This pickaxe would be called the Notch. Notch would deal no damage, but upon alt-firing would change the player's anti-aliasing settings drastically, and turn the entire map into an extremely blocky, low-texture world. This would only be a client-side change, and would leave the other players in the server unaffected. However, upon decreasing the anti-aliasing, the user of the Notch would be able to destroy props and parts of the map, effectively giving the user the ability to dig holes and break through walls. This would completely change the game and give a new playstyle to Soldier, and it would give players astonishing new ways to outsmart their enemy, which is good because we want smarter people in our games. It may also attract a couple particular fan bases that enjoy destructible blocks and low textures. That's gonna be it for this video. See you when that Pyro update comes out in 2035.